I had to work on the old 7-string. Pickups blew out. Fixed them. The pots went bad and dead. So I actually going to be ordering a new EMG. I'm getting an 81 next week. Oh, ordering through my pickup guy. You know, don't tell the wife. Guitars on here. Gotta love Justin, man. That guy always hooks it up. But today I'm actually bringing you. Let's see if I can get it out of here. Actually got the. Let's see, the Donner. We got it out. Sorry, it's all up on wires right now on a mic stand. The Donner Pocket X Multi. I've had to actually read a lot of the booklet on it because this thing is really advanced, and you know I'm used to a lot of it, which most people are used to a lot of the line 6 stuff and all that. And when I have line 6, I really wanted to test this out, and I talked to Donner, and we ended up striking a pretty good deal for not just me, but the channel, and not just the channel, but for everybody. So I got it. Sorry about that. What up, buddy? So there we go. This pickup sounds like garbage, but taking out the weights that I had in this, ended up breaking. Look at that. First time I can actually say I broke a toggle switch. But there's always a first for everything. Just made it easier for me, so I don't have to drill another hole for when I get the David Gilmour tone knobs. Yeah, this sounds pretty cool. Alright, let's go back. Nope, wrong one. I believe it was effects. Nope. Cab. There we go. Still getting this thing down. So let's go to. Thanks, buddy. It's weird to try to kind of hear him. It's cutting itself out. Son of a bitch. So let's try a different cab. So here's their Mesa. That all up. I'll be honest, when I got this, I really didn't know what to expect, and I was messing around with it for a couple of days. Like this precisely. This has this thing right, this section right here. See if I can get see if I can get a good. Yeah, it's not letting me get a good spot in there on that. But here, let me just do this so it's a little bit easier. So I don't want to get the cables all messed up. So this spot right here is where you get your little boost and your gate. So obviously right now I need a little bit better gate. So we're gonna boost this bad boy. Let's do it to 37 since we were getting. You know, the trick with the gate is not putting it on so much like. So go to the boost. I'll turn that down to like. It's cool. The other thing you have to do to save this is press in the parameter button, which is the top right circle button, and that's how you save. And you have 20 regular, which is 16 guitar, 4 bass, and then you have another 20 regular. And I see a lot of there's like Mesa Boogie, Diesel, Bogner, and then here, since I did a few of those. Where's the other one? Oh, that wasn't it. Wow, it didn't save my one. Of course it didn't. I had a clean one in here. Whoa, I'm gonna kill myself with that. Or a little loud, a little loud. Alright, that's a bass amp, don't need that. I'm still learning this thing. You don't just pick this kind of stuff up. Alright, let's go. We don't need a compressor because I already got 2 of them running right now. Oh, perfect. I have a regular noise gate. Any recommendations? I guess it didn't save the clean, and I guess there's no clean on this. Funny. Oh, that helped. heck was all that? Who knows what's going on now with it? Hell, I don't know. We're just gonna go back home and that's the one we just built right now in this live section. So let me see if I can get a better turn over here. Oh, come on, you stupid thing. Give a second, the camera's turning wrong. I gotta put the guitar up, so give me a sec. Give me a sec. Alrighty. Try to get the damn stand stuck together. So there we go. This thing's really bright, so I apologize if it's a little hard to read. So they have another one that looks like this, and it's a Sonic cake, and it's not as good as you think. So I'm mixing a Mesa cab and a Mesa, like a rectifier style head mixed with my 5150 EVH combo. And it's saying, basically I'm here to kind of test a little bit. It's saying, this is a boost. We don't need a boost. We need more of a noise gate. We're going to boost the noise gate up to a 60, and that's how those work. let's add some delay onto this. We can go analog. Okay, and then we'll. Oops, sorry about that. Knocking the damn thing around. If you're typing, I apologize. I can't really see. Oh yeah, it's actually got the boost on it right now. Hold on. I'm trying to get the. Why is this not? There we go. You wanted to see boost. Okay, so we go to FX. This is your boost right here. So you click it in, it's in the noise gate, and the boost is already on. So and like I always tell everybody, you know, you got to make sure you're using your effects how you want them to. And the multi-gate should actually be helping out. You should be using it as a what is it? As a just it should be helping you out, not making things a lot tougher. Like I just use it to enhance the ones I'm using on the floorboard. So let's turn this. Oh wait, this is wrong one. So this is room. I want. Come on, there we go. The one I like is swell for reverb. So. Turn down my volume a little bit. All right, I got to change that. That did not come out how I wanted it to. So, come on, son of a bitch. There we go. Oh, I like that. And we'll put this on old patch 2. Let's turn down that, and let's go to delay. Jesus Christ. Patch 2. Let me see. No new stuff yet, so let's go back to amp. So back, all right, so you always want to hit home again whenever you're doing this too, because you want to make sure you don't hit anything wrong, and then you have to go back to, the old drawing board or anything like that, because it gets tedious after a while. I think you start getting frustrated. Well, at least I do. I'm not afraid of that. I'm human. You get other people, I don't get all frustrated. It's like, well, you're a liar, sir, and or madam. But right now I'm running, this goes first in my effects loop before anything. Then I have it go through my graphic EQ, then my two compression, blah, 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 then my modulation of delay. Because, yeah, I like to have a second delay instead of going all through digital. Because, this pickup is noisy. And if that frustrates you because you can't get it clean, just do the old Eddie Van Halen trick and roll your volume. And check this out. I'll plug in my 8 string so you guys get kind of a feel for how that goes. So, because I was actually impressed it could pick up an 8 string. So here you go, 8 string action. Oh, I hope if it actually went all the way in. There we Here's if it was a regular 7-string. Here's your F sharp. I mean, it really picks it up. I mean, if we want to throw it in drop E. All 8 strings, so that's this insane beast right here. I just put it in drop E, and it's all going through that amp. So I mean, and this little thing right here, what I'm really shocked about, and you can see in the background, I have probably a second edition line 6 from like probably 2003, 2004. And I think it's crazy. You see where it comes from this, where it sounds really, I call it rubber bandy, where the bass kind of sounds flubby. So everything sounds tight and articulate. And I'm putting the description, not the description, sorry, the link for one of these in the description so everyone can get one. Or anybody can get one here. And then lastly, I'll close it off with a, what is it? Active pickup. And I'll do my favorite one, my Red Jackson. I've done probably $1,000 worth of probably $1,000 worth of upgrades and all that, because this thing's like probably one of my favorite guitars. So yeah, running all actives on this bad boy. I swear I gotta invest into some other stuff. That's what happens when you have cats. They're like kids, man. Little asshole kids with fur. Yeah, so I really like this thing. It was something I'm glad I went for instead of just buying pedal after pedal after pedal, because I didn't need a phaser. And This past little over half an hour, and I'm gonna do a little bit more on this, and I gotta do a little bit more reading because I gotta figure out which heads or which settings best for clean. Because right now I'm just running all heavy, and I'm like kind of running out of ideas for. Running out of ideas for riffs to throw at you guys because I usually, if I don't have clean, I kind of like run out of stuff. But if you ever want to upgrade your guitar, seriously, do EMG. These are so cool to have a kill switch. They're outrageously expensive. Well, no, $35, $40, but that and having a whammy bar. I mean, this right here is a huge effect already. I mean, when I started learning how to use whammy bars. I mean, I understand when you want to have something quick, you want to string through and all that, but yeah, you're cutting out so much fun in a guitar. But yes, this is the first live stream with probably my new favorite. I'm going to say this is probably the replacement for the Pod Pro, the Line 6, because, yeah, I'm saying that. I've used Line 6 for, let's see, been playing for 25 years. I started using Line 6, and for probably 22 years I've been using Line 6 off and on. I just started using Donner maybe a couple years ago, but I just started using this almost a week ago. And yeah, I'm pretty sold on this. I mean, you guys have heard it. The straight chord tone sounds great. The boost on it sounds like my Tube Screamer or a couple of the different Tube Screamers. Has 2 different noise gates. That's perfect. I mean, you're not tap dancing left and right. I just got to see how to throw it into... because if you press the 2 together, the 2 switches, you get a tuner. So here, let's do that together. Let's see what the tuner looks like. Oh! Okay, they're not working. I don't know if it's working or not. That makes no sense. Yes, that's supposed to do the tuning, but it's not doing the tuning. But all right, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And I will be doing another one on this. Just let me know what else you want to see on this, because I think I want to do the diesel setting next. I'm going to just mess with my graphic EQ and write down the settings I have for this, because the settings I have for this work on both the EVH 5150, which I have an EVH 5150, and it sounds nothing like my amp I thought it did. It does when you have the headphones in, but that just lets me know the emulation works great. And it's a great liar if you have headphones on. When you're playing it through an amp, that tells you everything. That's why I always tell people, if you're going to record and do all that, make sure you get the closest setting as well on this and play it through your amp. Because if you don't have the closest setting, you're like, oh, this sounds really good. But then when you go and start playing and whatnot live, and then, wow, your sound sounds nothing like the recording, that's bad. So, yes, this is something I would definitely use live, studio, all that fun stuff. Touring, well, it is it's die cast, and that's a solid. Yeah, I think this definitely could handle the road. I don't know about flying, but most things, you don't want to really fly. So some of that stuff takes a really solid, thick stuff. Like, unfortunately, Boss. I know people are like, unfortunately, Boss is great. Well, I don't like spending an arm and a leg on a pedal when I can go find the cheap copy, and usually the cheap copies last me longer. But all right, everybody, I really do. Like I said, once again, thanks for stopping by, giving us a try, and checking out this Donner, man. I'm telling you, especially if you have a bass, man, you get 4 different settings and all that, and like almost, I think it's 80. No, it's 40 altogether. It's 20 custom, 20 presets, and then if you have, if you just want to do your bass or your guitar tracks, you can do all kinds of crazy patches. I mean, other than that right there, it's not touchscreen. I thought it was at first, but it just at least lets you know what your chain is. And then you can write it down, whatever, because I still am a huge, a huge fan of still writing down what you're using and stuff like that, studio notes. All right, everyone, this will obviously be up here shortly. I just got to make sure the time doesn't put it over to the next day. And thanks again for everything, everybody, and I will see you next live show will be Wednesday, latest Friday. Take care.